Yo, 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 yo. What's everyone saying, man? What's everyone saying on this Champions League draw? By the way, is the quality good? I've had some problems over the past couple of days, bro. Trying to fix this problem. Is the quality good? Is this a good quality? Is the audio good? Chat to me, man. Chat to me, guys. Chat to me. Is the audio good? Is everything good? Everything good, yeah? Hold on. Let me hear it. Let me hear it myself as well. Because I don't trust you, man. You get me? Let me hear myself. Mmm. Crispy quality. Hey, listen, man. It took me a couple of times to fix it, but over the past couple of days. But yo, guys, welcome. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to like the stream. I see people joining in. I'm not gonna start talking about it for a bit. I'm gonna give you my prediction once more people have joined in. But everyone that's in so far, don't forget to like the stream. I see 10 likes and that's over 60 man, over 68 people in here, man. Come on, like the stream. Let's build on the algorithm. Let's build on it. You get me? Let's build on it. What's my mods though? I don't see no mods in here. Where's my mods? My mods must be either sleeping, at work, at school. I'm not sure where they are. But guys, how you feeling? And if you're celebrating Ramadan, if you're Muslim, Ramadan Kareem to everyone here. If you don't celebrate Ramadan, then it's all good. I would say try it. Try fast today. The reason I've got a friend of mine who's just recently started. He's not even Muslim as well. He said, you know what? Let me try fast today. And I can't lie. In the UK, like if you're from the UK, I'll be real. It's easier than before. It's easier than before because you break your fast around 6 p.m. around 6 p.m. ish, and it's not hot. It's not humid. And back then, like a couple months, like I would say 5, 6, 7 years ago, you broke your fast peak summer days, bro. Like 9:30, 10. You know how painful that was? That was a long day as well. Long day as well. But now it's good. Now everyone like I worked. I came back from work. I didn't even notice that I was fasting myself. Like that's how like zoned in I was. Either I zoned in at work or maybe I wasn't even remembering that I was fasting. So so I say if you're not Muslim, try it for a day, see how it is, and then see how it feels to be. I mean, see how we feel when we do it. But anyway, a lot of people now joining in. Don't forget, if you're in here, like the stream right now, man. Like the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Like it. Like it. I want everyone to like it. Let's go. I'm not gonna start till everyone likes it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, I'm not starting, fam. I'm not starting. I want everyone to like it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep liking before we start. A lot of people are joining in. A lot of people are let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's like it. Listen, I feel like, and I'm gonna ask a question to all the chat in here, yeah? I'm gonna ask a question to the chat. Is this the best Champions League knockout draw that we've had over the past decade, in my opinion? I can't remember such a stacked knockout draw. So many teams in here. Beside, to be fair, even Dortmund, even Dortmund are perceived as a big team, but of course recently they haven't been the best. But 7 out of 8 teams are difficult to beat. 7 out of 8 teams are stacked, bro. We're talking about the champions of England, the champions of France, the champions of Italy. Actually, no, Inter went out. 3 La Liga teams who beat the champions of Inter. You've got Arsenal who's in there. Bro, Bayern is in there. So many stacked teams, and every single matchup it's a problem in my opinion. Every single if you put Arsenal and PSG, trust me, is a problem. Arsenal and Atleti, problem. City and Bayern, problem. It's not going to be like last year in my opinion. Like last year, City went there, beat them at Etihad, I think they drew at Allianz Arena. It's not going to be like that. I think this time around it's going to be different. Real Madrid, Arsenal, different. Real Madrid, Barca, different. Barca, Arsenal. I'm telling you, the only team which in my opinion everyone is hoping to get is Dortmund. I think all teams are licking their lips, and it's Ramadan as well, are licking their lips, just hoping they can get Dortmund. And this is not a disrespect to Dortmund. I'm not saying Dortmund are bad or they've got no history or X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying out of the 8 teams, in my opinion, they are the weakest. Defensively, they're not the same. They had a tough group, very, very tough group. The group of death, in my opinion. The likes of Newcastle, PSG, and Milan. 3 big teams. They managed to finish first. I think they finished first. No, yeah, they drew. Yeah, they finished first because they drew the last game against PSG. Correct me if I'm wrong. They finished first or second? First, I think they finished first. Let me see. They finished first, no? Yeah, they finished first. The game against PSV, I didn't watch the second game. I watched the highlights of the second game where they won 2-0. Sancho and Roy scored. But I rewatched the first game, first leg and at PSV. Let's be real. PSV should have won that game. They were very fortunate to leave with a draw. So that's why defensively they're the weakest out of 8 teams. Midfield, they're not the best. They've got some firepower. They've got some people that can make a difference up front in the likes of Malin, Royce, Sancho. Nowadays he's now picking it up. But out of the 8 teams, I think every team wants to face them. Secondly, this is the way I'm looking at it from a Madrid perspective. So I'm going to give you my ranking from the team that I want to face the most, finishing off with the team that I don't want to face at all. We've got time. I'm sure we've got time. I think when is the Champions League draw starting, fam? I think it starts at 11:30. Is it 11:30 or is it a bit more than that? I think. Let me see. Yeah, it does. I don't think it starts in 5 minutes. I don't think it starts in 5. I know they say 11, but brother, let's be real, yeah. The way they do it, like we've seen it in the past, yeah. The way they do it is that they say we start at 11, but really and truly, bro, the moment they start, bro, they'll be talking. They'll be having a singing contest, bro. They'll start probably 11:30. I think it's on YouTube as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's on YouTube as well. Yeah, it is on YouTube. Champions League. All right, I've got it ready just in case anything happens. All right, listen. This is the team that I want to face the most. I'm going to give you perspectives. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with Madrid because this, of course, is my team. And then I'm going to go on to talk about other teams, in my opinion, who I feel they should avoid. One team, each team should avoid. And before we do that, 1 second, we've got a super chat from my boy, Kwaiteko, who's a watcher of the show. Big up, my brother. He what did he say? I'm sorry, broski, by the way. I can't put your super chat on the screen for some reason. I need to fix that. But what he said, give me Atleti, I want my revenge. Brother, I'll come to that. Don't say that. I know you're a Madrid fan. Don't say that, but I'll come to that. I'll tell you why we should avoid Atleti. I will tell you why. The first team that I want to face personally, the one team who I feel like is going to give us a very, very... One second. Let me just... The one team that, like I said, the one team I want to face the most is Dortmund. I think we can expose Dortmund in so many different ways. Defensively, we've got the people that can hurt them, and I don't feel like they will give us any sort of problem in terms of the attacking line. Even the midfield battle, it's going to be barbecue chicken in the midfield battle. So that's why Dortmund, in my opinion, will be the easiest team to face. Going up to the second team. Before I go that, my boy Gaurav, also a regular watcher of the show. Big up, my brother. Who did he say? He said everyone wants to see Liverpool versus Leverkusen. Let's be real. Trust me, I'll come to that as well. That's going to be a massive game. Anyway, listen. The second is Barcelona. I want to face Barcelona. If we put Dortmund aside, if we put them on the side, I want to face Barcelona easily. As simple as that. As simple as that. Let's be real, Barca fans. And if you're Barca fans watching this stream right this second, let's be real. Let's just have a chat. Let's have a chat. This season, we've had your numbers. This season, you're not the same. Potentially, if we were going to face you in the quarterfinals, for argument's sake, that's going to start after the Champions League knockout stage. That's going to start after the international duty, which means Pedri and Frankie, they could come back, they could not. But it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter. You can have them in your team. You can have a healthy team completely. You guys are not the same team, which I'm scared of. I look at you guys and I honestly feel like we can beat you so easily. So easily. And the only reason why I say this, I'm not giving... My reference is not the game against in the Super Cup final where we beat you 4-0. That's not my reference. Because I feel like Xavi's going to do a complete different tactic. Xavi came to that game, yeah? Xavi came to that game and played a high line. This is why I say he's not an incompetent manager, yeah? He played a high line against Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Jude. Two of them, in my opinion, are one of the biggest when it comes to attacking from behind. One of the best in the world. So you're playing a high line against these three type of players. I don't think he's going to do that in a Champions League knockout game, but I still feel because of your defense, we can do it easily. The midfield battle is not even a competition, and the only threat on the attacking line, in my opinion, is the 16-year-old on the right-hand side. When I look at Barcelona, I'm not scared of any person. I'm not scared of any person. I only look at one person. I say, okay, this guy can easily make a difference, and that's Lamine Yamal. A 16-year-old is your biggest difference maker, which highlights to you that, bro, what's happened to the great Barcelona institution? Come on, man. Listen, let me quickly go to the 2 super chats before I give you my third team. Max Kellerman. I'm sure you're not Max Kellerman himself, but what did he say? Talking about barbecue chicken while fasting, brother. Hey, by the way, let me ask you guys this quick question. Yeah, am I the only one during Ramadan? If you're fasting, you know this. Am I the only one during Ramadan that, and it only happened during Ramadan? I've never done it outside of Ramadan. When it's Ramadan, for some reason, I like to watch cooking shows, food competition, MasterChef, stuff like that. Only during Ramadan, for some reason. Only during Ramadan. Let me know if it's just me, though. Or maybe it is. Or maybe it is. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I can't lie. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. We all do. Trust me, bro. Hey, someone said on TikTok, bro, if you go on my TikTok for your page, yeah, it's literally all recipes. It's and what I do, yeah, this is weird. And I'm going complete off track right now. I'm here to talk about the Champions League draw, this and that. I'm going off topic. But let me tell you this, yeah. Why I do during Ramadan, for some reason, yeah. When I look at a recipe, whether it's anything, it can be dessert, it can be anything, yeah. The way, the wings, this and that. It can be anything. I like it. I favor it. I say to myself, whilst I'm fasting, yeah, you know what? When I break my fast, I'm going to try that. You know what? I'm going to try that for iftar. Brother, I never go back to the video at all. That's the last time I see the video. But hey, maybe it's just me, man. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. But listen, the third team that I want to face is, I'll be real, and this is not a disrespect to that team. At all. It's Bayern Munich. It's Bayern Munich. Actually, you know what? Rather than me doing this, because I've tweeted about this already, I'm going to now, because if you guys didn't see my tweet, go my tweet yesterday. I tweeted about who I want. I want to give a perspective to each team who I feel like they should avoid. Each team, from Arsenal to City to Barca, I'm going to give you a team, each team who I think they should try to avoid. I'm going to start with Dortmund. I'm going to start with Dortmund because, in my opinion, they can avoid every single team. They can avoid every single team. Before I go any further, we've got another super chat from a guy like Dash Mate who said, Faysal, ya Caleb. Brother, you need to, bro, Allah, you need to behave. Man said, Faysal, ya Caleb, ya Haywan. Brother, I'm not even going to say that as well. Man. This guy's crazy, bro. This guy's crazy. Listen, if you're just joined the stream, like the stream, man. We've got over 300 people and we've got 86 likes, man. Let's get to 100 at least, bro. Let's get to 100 at least. Listen, Dortmund. There's 7 teams out there who you should try to avoid. 7 teams out there who, in my opinion, will give you a tough challenge. And you're not beating any 7 of them. Maybe the only team which you can do something to, which you can maybe, I'm not saying necessarily exploit, but in a way hurt them, it's PSG, because you've got the experience. You did it in the group stage. You know them quite well. You beat them. You already beat them away from home, I believe. So you've got that experience. Other than that, brother, Madrid is long. City is long. Arsenal is long. Barcelona, to be fair, could be a decent challenge, but still, it's long. Bayern Munich, I've seen that story every single season in the Bundesliga. Whenever I see in the schedule, Dortmund against Bayern, everyone gets hyped up. Is this the day that finally Dortmund's going to end the drought, this and that? Brother, it's always going to be 2-3-0 within the first 10 minutes, bro. It's long. Honestly, it's long. Barcelona, who you should avoid. I'll be real. That's one team you should pray you don't get. And it's not us. Don't worry, it's not us. The one team you should be praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it's Ramadan, so make your du'as right now. It's Bayern Munich. Brother, we've seen this before. We've seen it. We've seen it. Every time. Every time, man. Just pray you don't get Bayern. Bayern Munich can field a lineup of the youngsters. Bayern B. And they can still beat you 8-2. 5-0. Listen, the draw's about to start. This is going to be fun. All right. My man likes to talk though. This brother next to him, he likes to talk. Okay. Hey, guys, this is going to be a good draw. Let's see, man. Let's see. They're still talking. But this guy's still talking, man. Hey, listen. Let's move on to the second team. Let's move on to City. Yeah? Who I think they should avoid completely. And it's not us as well. I'm not talking... Oh, they're bringing Mikel in. It's gonna be long, don't worry. City. Let's talk about City. The one team who I think you should avoid completely, it's not Real Madrid. Because I think matchup-wise, you can hurt us. You can. We've seen it last season. But that's what your biggest problem this season is... Let's be real, and for all the City, all the City man here, defending transition, that's your biggest problem. Liverpool could have done it 3-4 times with Salah and Diaz and Nunes as well. Arsenal in the past, and the group stages, all the goals you've conceded this season, in my opinion, 80% of them was all transition. The one team who, in my opinion, outside of Real Madrid, the biggest and the best transition team in the Champions League so far left is Paris Saint-Germain. Imagine having Kylian, Mbappe, Ousmane, Dembele, Kulu, Mwani, or Barcola if he starts on the left, or I forget Gonzalo Ramos. Imagine having all of those four, and you've got two players who can transition from the back, progress from the back in Zé Emery, or even in Vitinha, who's been decent this season, bro. I feel like PSG can hurt them in so many different ways, especially because they've got the biggest and the best player in the world. His name is Kylian Mbappe. He's going to be joining Real Madrid this summer. Let's be real. I think everyone knows it. Who else? Arsenal. Wait. I'm chatting to Mikel. Brother, this is going to be long, wallah. I knew, I can't lie, yeah. I knew this was going to be long. The moment this happened, I knew this was going to be long, yeah. I knew we were going to start at like 11:30, fam. Just give it to 11:30. I'm telling you, we'll start at 11:30. Bro, it's happened every single Champions League. And I think Lias put it, tweeted about it, and he was spot on. Now, you know what I hate? I hate where they announce and they draw both the quarterfinals and the semifinals. Because it kills the excitement. Because you already know, oh, cool, if I beat this team in the quarters, I'm going to face this team. Like, your path is already confirmed. It's not nice, man. It's not nice. That's no suspense to it. Before, when you beat the quarterfinals, you get nervous. Oh shit, who am I going to be facing in the semis? And it's out of 4 teams. Now you already know who you're going to be facing in the semis. It's kind of annoying. I can't lie. We've got another super chat. Man like Galrov, another super chat. Big up my brother. Faysal, are we overestimating Arsenal? I mean, they've had a really hard time against Porto. This is, you know what, let me talk about that, because I feel like a lot of people have said the same thing, and for me it's kind of lazy. You can't look at Arsenal and say, oh, they struggled against Porto, that means they should be easy to beat. We struggled against Leipzig, so are we easy to beat? I mean, it's the same argument. They struggled against Porto because, one, it's been a while since they've come into the Champions League knockout. Secondly, it's a mentality thing. Wait, has the draw started? Yeah, I think the draw started. Thirdly, Porto gave them a complete different tactic. They haven't faced a team that plays with a low block, but at the same time, they've got players that can technically good, that can hurt you. Technically good. And not only that, the draw started. The store draws. All right. I'll chat about Arsenal afterwards. Let's go. And Mikel draws the first team. And they are... Mikel draws... Arsenal! Arsenal! Ooh. I think Arsenal's gonna be playing at home. Yeah, I think Arsenal playing at home. All right, Arsenal. Who are you going to be versing? This is bro. That's a lot of teams. Yeah, I can't lie that you would want to avoid. Madrid, you want to avoid. Bayern, you want to avoid. We've seen in the past, bro. You guys and Bayern, bro. Like, literally 6-1, 5-1. And Arsenal is going up against... Please don't say Madrid. Woo! Bayern Munich. Hey. You know what? I can't lie, yeah? If you're Arsenal, I don't think you look at it and say, oh, damn it, like it's over. I don't think you look at it from that perspective. You know what? I'll talk about it. Let me first react to everything. Let me first react to all the draws. By the way, it's not a bad draw for Arsenal. Let me just put it out there first. It's not a bad draw. Second team, Atletico Madrid. Bismillah. Hey. What's my brother? Let's pray. I don't want Real Madrid. I don't want Real Madrid. Don't give us Real Madrid. Don't draw Real. Please, Mikel. John Obi. Don't give us Madrid, baby. Don't give us Madrid. Don't give us Madrid. John, I believe in you, John. John, Mikel, Obi. And he draws. Dortmund. Hey, Atleti got lucky, man. Hey. Aye, man, they got lucky. Atleti got the one team everyone wants to face. Third team. Who do we have? Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Let's go. Let's do this. Who's left? So you've got Barca, City, PSG. Barca, City, PSG. Barca, City, PSG. Barca, City. Hey, wallahi, I don't want them. Please don't. Please, I don't want them. Why? Why? Why City? Wait. And then Paris and Barca. Hey. Listen, I'm gonna react to. I'm gonna react to it. Let's finish the draw first. Let's finish the draw first. I'll react to each game. I'll react, and most specifically, City Real. All right. You know what? Let's see. Let's move on. Let's see the semi-finals draw. Before I react to it, let's see the semi-finals draw. Hey, I can't lie though. Let's be real. 3 out of the 4 games are incredible. Hey, we've got some matchups. All right, let's see. Semi-finals draw. I can't lie. Let's see. Who's this? Winners of first quarterfinals. Wait, is that the Arsenal and Bayern? That's Arsenal Bayern, isn't it? And the second. Winners versus what? Which one? I'm confused. What's going on about the semi-finals? Oh, Atletico. A'udhu billah. So what? The winner of Madrid and City, they're versus Arsenal and Bayern. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, bro. It's Ramadan, bro. I can't say too much, man. Wait. And the first leg is where? Home or away? Home or away? Let me see. Oh, man. And the winner. Hold on. So are they playing? Where's the first leg? Is that home or away? Let me see. Oh, okay. The first leg is away from home. At least that makes something. Listen. All right. The Champions League draw is done. I'm gonna give you my reaction. I'm gonna give you my reaction. I'm gonna give you my reaction. Wait. And the final. I don't care about the final, man. I don't care about like who's home. Listen. The Champions League draw is done. There is some big teams. I think 3 out of the 4 matches, in my opinion, are heavyweights matches. Like, honestly, it's mad. You know what? Let me quickly just watch the Champions League before. It's the draw done. It's the draw done or not? Oh, it's still going on. Let's quickly do that before we react to it. Mikel, come on, man. Let's just finish it off quickly, bro. I've got things to do, yeah. Come on. Winners of semi-final 2. Which means what? Which means the winner of semi-final 1 plays at home. Well, I'm confused. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm confused. What does it mean? Listen. The draw's done. If you're here to react, let's react together. As we can see from the screen, the first game, Arsenal Bayern. Second game, Atleti Dortmund. Third game, Real Madrid against Manchester City. And the fourth game is Paris Saint-Germain against Barcelona. Before I react to it, if you're new, if you've just joined the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Before I give you my honest reaction to not only the Real Madrid-Manchester City matchup, which once again we're about to face Manchester City, but I'm gonna react to all teams. Let's like it. Let's come on, man. Let's build the liking up. Let's go. If you haven't already subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer to 20,000. We're getting closer to 20,000. Subscribing would mean a lot. It's a free button for you guys. You guys don't pay to subscribe on YouTube, but it does help me. So if you want to show your boy some love, just subscribe, man. And like, of course. Listen. Real Madrid, Manchester City. Like, listen. Do I want to face Manchester City? Hey, man, listen. Hey, man. Hey, man. Listen. It's not, the thing is, am I upset with facing City? I'm not. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'm not even throwing this gimmick, this and that. City is not the team which I said to myself, I don't want to face them at all completely. There's only one team that I looked at out of the 7 teams, and that was Atleti. Atleti was the only team which I said to myself, I want to avoid at all cost. At all cost. I don't want to face them at all. We've only lost twice this season. And both of them came against Atleti at Wanda. Wanda is such a tough away ground for any team, not just Real Madrid, for any team in the world. So Atleti was the only team which I looked at and said, you know what, I don't want to face them at all. But, however, on the other hand, with City, the thing is with City, yeah? You look at last season and you saw what happened. You saw what happened last season. People say this was the worst performance that Real Madrid has dropped. True. It was one of the worst performances in my opinion. I can't lie, let's be real. Not one of, I'll be straightforward now. I'm not going to throw this little I don't care. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. Last season was an absolute domination. Like, we have never beaten. We got beaten so badly, bro. Our first completed pass was when Bernardo Silva scored his first goal. Like, last season, we got absolute dominated. We got absolute destroyed. And did it come to City being great? Absolutely. City was on another level. They were exceptional last season. And from March, the moment they picked it up, the moment the switch was on, they took it to another level. Pep played his starting 11, the same starting 11, every single team. Beginning of season, Pep was rotating, Pep was experimenting, Pep was doing, you know what, let me put Bernardo Silva as a left back, let me put Stones there, Akanji there. No. From Feb and March onwards, it was the same lineup. Whenever you looked at the lineup, you knew City was on, you know what, game mode. Stones, no Kyle Walker, no Mahrez. It was Bernardo Silva, KDB, Gondel, Grealish was starting. You knew it was game plan. But at the same time, was City great? Yes, they were. Was Real Madrid bad? Absolutely, we were. I think everyone forgets we went into that game and we had no defensive midfielder. We started Cruz and Luka Modric in 2023. Tchouaméni was on the bench. Just deep it for a second. And the reason why I'm so pissed at Carlo Ancelotti, if we go back 12 months prior to that game last year, when we won the Champions League, we went to Etihad, first game of the semi-final, 5-3, Casemiro was suspended. So this is what I don't understand from last season. Carlo Ancelotti, you were the manager of that game. You coached the 5-3 when City beat us. And you played Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. And you said to yourself, all right, cool, we lost 5-3, we had no Casemiro. Why would you replicate the same exact mistake, even though you had Tchouaméni on the bench? That played a massive part in why City beat us. A massive part. I'm not taking anything from City. City was exceptional. I'm not taking anything away from it. But at the same time, we gave it to City. Listen. I think, is City the same team as last season? No, they're not. They're not the same team as last season. And anyone who thinks they are, I think you're living in that bubble of, cool, City have done it more than once in the past, where beginning of the season they don't start well, and in the second half of the season they flip it. Fair enough, we've seen it in the past, but we've seen it when January the switch turns on, February the switch turns on. Bro, we're mid-March and the switch hasn't been turned on. I still don't look at City with, oh my God, they are scary. I haven't once this season looked at City and said to myself, they are scary. Even Pep knows it himself. He doesn't have an exact top 11. Ask Pep right now, what's your starting 11 for the game against Real Madrid? He doesn't know. Ask any City fan right now, who are you putting up against Real Madrid? If you asked 100 City fans, there would be about 13 different lineups. There isn't a clear-cut City lineup, in my opinion. Is it Dijk or is it Grealish? Is Foden on the right or is Foden in the middle? Who is playing next to Rodri? Is it by himself or does he have someone next to him? Is Kyle Walker starting or are you putting Stones as a right back? What's happening to Ruben Dias? Is he starting or is he getting dropped like the game against Liverpool? Who's the left back? You signed Guado for 100 million. Is he going to start or are you putting Aki? Is Akanji or is he inconsistent? Is Alvarez playing or is he not? Or is he on the bench? There's so many question marks with the City lineup that no one knows what they're going to be playing. And even Pep himself knows it. What is my strongest 11? When Grealish comes back from healthy, no one knows. And the reason why I say this is, with Real Madrid, at least we know what our starting 11 is. Last season is going to be completely different to this season. I feel like the diamond formation has worked so perfectly to us. We have neutralized defensively. In my opinion, us and Arsenal are the two best defensive teams in the world. In my opinion, Arsenal in my opinion, this season are elite defensively. Absolute elite. One of the best teams in the world, if not the best team in the world. For me, we are the second best team. I don't think we are as great as Arsenal, because the reason why I say this, we have been very reliant on one person, and his name is Rudiger. Nacho hasn't been great. We've been relying on a defensive midfielder playing as a centre-back in Chimeni. We've had Lunin and Kepa rotating throughout the season, but Lunin, of course, took the main start on the position over the past couple of months. Left-back, Mendy, Fran Garcia, inconsistencies in there. Mendy's now the starting left-back, but are we trusting Mendy? Question marks. Dani Carvajal started the season on a best in the world level. Over the past couple of weeks, he's been literally Dani Carvajal from last season. So defensively, we're not the greatest, but we've been elite because of one person. But I don't look at the City team and I say to myself, okay, Doku scares me on the right-hand side. He doesn't scare me on the right-hand side. He doesn't scare me at all on the right-hand side. Phil Foden scares me. But the question is, where is he going to be playing? Is he going to play on the left or on the middle? Where's Foden going to be playing? Because if he plays on the left, then I'm cool. I'm cool in the West. Because I'm not scared. He gets wasted on the left. But if he plays in the middle, then fair enough. Then that's a problem now. And that's a problem. Then that means we need to change something up. But even if it does happen, even if Foden does play in the middle, then I'm good. We've got Chimeni, who will be starting this time around. It's not going to be like last season where Chimeni didn't start. He will be starting this season. And this season, we've got two players who is making a difference compared to last season when we played City. One of them is the best player in the world this season, Mr. Jude Bellingham. Oh, what? How have you forgotten about Jude? Jude went to Etihad with Dortmund and dominated at Etihad. He had a goal wrongfully disallowed. But this time, Jude, on another level. Is this a hard matchup? Yes, it is. Are we going to get dominated like last season? Absolutely not. Is City the same team as last season? Absolutely not. Kyle Walker, this season, is he the same player as last season? Absolutely not. The guy gets beaten by a post-injury Luis Diaz. Not even pre-injury Luis Diaz. Post-injury Luis Diaz. The game against Newcastle, Anthony Gordon and Isaac was playing tag team. Who scores against him? Who goes one-on-one against him? Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Vinicius Jr. is going to have a great game. It just comes down with Carlo Ancelotti. In my opinion, the biggest question mark for Carlo Ancelotti heading into that game is two things. Two things. We are going to be playing the diamond formation. That's no doubts about that. But the question mark, actually three positions, in my opinion, he's going to look at it and say to himself, all right, who's going to be playing and who's not? The first position is who's going to be playing next to Vinicius Jr. as a striker. Because you've got Vinicius who's going to be undisputed. But who's going to be the person next to him? Is it going to be Rodrigo, Brahim Diaz, or Joselu? In my opinion, it's very easy. It's very clear cut. I don't think even you should hesitate about it. And if you're watching the stream, Carlo Ancelotti, your answer is Rodrigo. End off. Don't overthink it. Because the game against Leipzig, who overthink it by starting five midfielders and having Rodrigo on the bench, and they dominate us. So that's one. Two. Defensive midfield. Is it Tchouaméni or is it Camavinga? I'll be real. I'm going to give you my starting 11 from now on. A lot of Madrid fans might disagree with me. Oh, they might agree with me. We're about to see. I will be honest. I don't want Tchouaméni playing as a defensive midfielder against Manchester City. And the only reason... What's going on? I thought the stream stopped because a lot of people are saying that the stream stopped. Cool. My point is, I'm not... Wait, why... Oh, wait, hold on. Why are people saying read the chat? Something's... Wait, am I lagging? Oh, it's the chat going on. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure. For some reason, people saying lagging. Watch the stream. All right, cool. I don't want Chimeni starting as a defensive as a defensive midfielder against City because I look at it from a different perspective. If we're playing Chimeni as a defensive midfielder, that means we have to be playing Nacho as a centre back. And if you watch Nacho this season, there is poor, and that's below average, and that's horror. And then what else is there below that? It's Ramadan. I don't want to say, I don't want to be too harsh. It's Ramadan, bro. I'm fasting. I don't want to be too harsh. Nacho is finished. Nacho is khalas. Nacho is absolutely destroyed this season. And people are saying, I saw people say, Militao's going to be healthy. Don't worry, he's going to be back. Militao, who's been out since August with an ACL, and you want his first game back against Erling Haaland. Are you okay? A rusty Militao, whose first game back against City at Etihad. Come on, bro. Let's be objective for a second, bro. Let's not do that. I don't want Nacho even nowhere near the starting 11. So in my opinion, the best way we can shape up against this Manchester City team, Lunin in goal. No arguments, no questions. If Thibaut is back healthy, then even if Thibaut is 80%, 90%, give me Thibaut. Because I've seen a lot of disrespect on Thibaut's name from Real Madrid fans. You guys are to blame because I've seen a lot of people say, if Thibaut comes back healthy, should we start Lunin or should we start Thibaut? Are you serious? It's recency bias killing you right this second. Are we forgetting what Thibaut has done over the past couple of years? Even the game against City last season where we lost 4-0. If it wasn't for Thibaut, it would have been 7-8-0. Let's put some respect on Thibaut's name. If Thibaut's healthy, if Thibaut's back, play Thibaut. If Thibaut's not healthy, play Lunin. On the right-hand side, no option but Dani Carvajal, who I'm hoping can end his little slump, in my opinion. He hasn't been great. End the slump and play better. On the left-hand side, we've got Ferland Mendy, who's been decent this season. I'll be real. He's been very decent this season. In the two centre-back pairing, Rudiger on the right-hand side, him and Van Dijk has been the two best centre-backs in the world. The person next to him, I want Chimeni starting. Militao is not healthy. Let's not rush Militao in a game of this magnitude, in a game of this pressure against Manchester City and Erling Haaland. I don't want to rush Militao at all, even if he's 90%, 100%. And rusty Militao, I don't want to see it. Nacho, I don't want to see his existence against Manchester City. His existence, his presence, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it at all. No, please. For the love of God, please no. Defensive midfielder Camavinga. The two midfield pairing, Toni Kroos and Fede Valverde. As a 10, Jude. And two up front, Vinny and Rodrigo. That'll be my team going up against City. It might change a couple of weeks when someone gets injured, which has been the story of this season for Real Madrid. But let's see. Like I said, to end my thoughts of this matchup, am I scared? Absolutely no. Am I worried? Absolutely not. Is City going to destroy us? Not like last season. Are we going to hurt City? Absolutely. Because I said it from earlier, City don't even know themselves what the best starting 11 is. So how do you want us to know? Come on, bro. I feel like this matchup is better than what a lot of people thought, but it's still a crazy matchup. Having arguably the best two teams in the world over the past 2-3 years in City and Real Madrid facing up against each other in the quarterfinals. It's scary, but fam, I'm telling you, you can clip this, bookmark this, screenshot this, like this, favorite this, share this, save this, whatever. Real Madrid will be Manchester City and going through. I'm telling you, right now. This might be where in a couple of weeks it's going to be a few moments later and it's going to have my reaction in the watch along, just fuming, my head down, punching the stream. Fairs. If it happens, it happens. But I don't think it's going to happen. Moving on to the second game. We've got Arsenal against Bayern Munich. The reason why I said earlier that it's not as crazy to face this Bayern team. If you looked at it a couple years ago, Bayern is Bayern. Bayern will always be Bayern. Bayern will always be one of the biggest teams in Europe. But this season, last season, Bayern are nowhere near the Bayern where people are making it seem like. If Arsenal faced Bayern 10 years ago, which they did 10 years ago, brother, 5-1, 4-0, Toni Kroos scoring outside the box, Robin curlers, Gnabry scoring, everyone, Liwa having fun. Everyone had fun. But this time, in my opinion, even Kane is now Bayern. Listen, as crazy as this sound, you know what, I'm going to give my prediction. I'm going to give my prediction now. Arsenal will be Bayern. And they will go through. I'm telling you. I think you guys have got the image and the perception of Bayern because of the name and the heritage around Bayern. Understandably so. Bayern is Bayern. Let's be real. But are we saying Bayern has been great this season? Absolutely not, they haven't. Bayern this season are cooked, bro. And I'm not talking about the Bundesliga. They're 10 points behind. I've watched some of the games recently when the lead got bigger and bigger by Leverkusen. I watched their games. Brother, they are cooked. Defensively, they might be one of the worst defensive side in Europe. Neuer is finished. Alphonso Davies is I feel like doesn't even want to be there anymore. He's just playing for the sake of playing. They've got no proper right back. They keep rotating the right back. Upamecano. You know what's funny about Upamecano? Do I watch every single Bayern game? No, I don't. This season, I've maybe watched 10 Bayern games, 11 Bayern games live. I've watched 10, 11 Bayern games live. Every single game I watch of Bayern, Upamecano is having a horror show. Whether that's getting sent off, whether that's getting an own goal, whether that is a defensive howler, a bad pass, a miss, anything. Every game I watch of Bayern, Upamecano must do something crazy. Every time I watch Bayern. Dijk next to him, no one knows. Kim Min-jae, to be fair, has been the only really consistent centre-back for them. And my problem with Bayern is their midfield. They've got the worst double pivot in the whole world. If you think a double pivot of Goretzka and Kimmich is effective, is efficient in 2024, then brother, wallah, this sport's not for you. And one thing, this message is directly aimed towards one person in Bayern Munich. Joshua Kimmich, brother. I know Pep called you one of the smartest players he's ever coached. Pep has called literally every single person that. Even if I was to play for City next week, and Pep would see one training session of me, he would call me the smartest person, the most talented since Messi. Pep does it to every single player. I'm not even phased no more. Initially, it was a compliment. Now, the guy calls every Tom, Dick, and Harry the most talented players ever seen. It's not even a compliment no more. Joshua Kimmich. This experiment and gimmick of you playing in the midfield needs to end, bro. Drop the gimmick. Wallah, it's a gimmick to me. It's a gimmick. You're not a defensive midfielder. You're not a midfielder. I know you want to play there. I know Philipp Lahm transitioned from a right back to a defensive midfielder on the Pep, and you said to yourself, I'm going to be the next Philipp Lahm and I can do it effectively. Brother, you're not that person, wallah. You're not. Just drop the gimmick and go back to right back where you can actually play as a right back. But this defensive midfielder role? Come on, man. You said, I'm going to be the person carrying, I want to play in the midfielder for Germany, for Bayern. Brother. brother. Come on, like, just drop the gimmick, man. Well, I just drop the gimmick, man. Just go, just play right back. This is where you know how to play, man. This is know how you to play. But listen, Sane started the season very well over the past couple of weeks. His question marks have been made about him. Gnabry, injury. Kingsley, I haven't seen him. Harry Kane, over 30 goals in the league. What a player. But the reason why I feel like against Arsenal, people say, why are you gassing up Arsenal? Why are you hyping Arsenal when they scrape through Porto? Brother, every team has been scraping through. Real Madrid scraped through Leipzig. Are we a bad team? Are we a bad team? Based from that logic, that means Real Madrid are their team then. Because we scraped through Leipzig. We got lucky against Leipzig. Did Arsenal get lucky against Porto? I don't think they did. First leg, they got beaten 1-0. Second leg, they should have scored more than one goal. Saka had a chance. Kai Havertz had a chance. Odegaard had a chance in the 90 minutes and the extra time. Well, they didn't finish it off. They went to penalties. They were clutch and they won the game. Were they lucky? You know what? Nowadays, especially with football analysts, is that they think, and this is why I think we need to eliminate that thinking and the thought process behind it. Nowadays, yeah, every time when a team goes to extra time, when a team wins in penalties, when a team wins a scrappy 2-1, 1-0, the first thought process is they were lucky. They didn't deserve to win because it was only 1-0. It was 2-1. It was penalties. It was extra time. This myth needs to end. Just because a team won 3-4-0 doesn't mean they dominated throughout the 90 minutes in the 3-4-0. Am I getting that message clear to you guys? Are you guys understanding what I'm saying here? Absolutely they did. Should they have beaten Porto before the extra time? Absolutely they should have. Let's be real. Move on. Barcelona. Wait. Can you guys hear me? Let me read the chat before I continue any further. Let me read that in chat. Let me see what people are saying. All right, you guys can hear me. All right, let's read the chat for a bit. We've got. Let me say. Existence is crazy. First. What about the other matches? Yeah, I'm gonna react to the last two games. Actually, I'm not even gonna react to Dortmund against Atleti. I'm not even gonna waste my time reacting to that. Great take about Arsenal. I mean, bro, eat some breakfast. That's a rubbish take. Thank you, man. Arsenal's beating Bayern unless Bayern decide to peep game and lock in because they've been asked this season. Listen, Bayern this season have been very inconsistent. Bayern this season has been they haven't been the same team as before. And even the game against Lazio, I watched the games. I watched the first. I watched both games because I had both the PSG searching down and both games. Bro, they're not as good as what people think they are. Honestly, if you think the only reason why people rate Bayern in this draw is because of the name and because of the heritage of Bayern, because of what comes with the name of Bayern, because of Harry Kane, he scored over 30 goals. But Bayern's been so bad this season. So bad this season. And Arsenal, why? The thing is with my perception of people and the way they look at Arsenal, why do you guys hate Arsenal? If you're saying Arsenal got lucky against Porto, Bayern got lucky against Lazio because they scraped it as well. They lost the first leg. Real Madrid got lucky. Everyone got lucky then. Everyone got lucky. Why is Arsenal so hated? I don't get it. Why do people love to disregard Arsenal at every go, at every try, at every attempt? Arsenal this season has been one of the best teams in the world. Yes or no? Yes. Arsenal are leading the Premier League. And we're in March. Are they good? Yes, they are. Are they deservedly leading the Premier League? Yes, they are. You've seen them over the past couple of weeks, bro. Wins after wins. 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. Even in a scrappy win against Brentford, they're still doing it. They've got the clutch gene. Against Porto, penalties where everyone doubted them. Oh, they're not going to beat them. They're not going to come back from Porto. They did it. They came back from Porto. Defensively, they are the best defensive side in the world. Saliba and Gabriel this season have been the best centre-back pairing this season. You can't disagree with that. Numbers speaks for itself. If you don't like numbers, if you feel numbers sometimes they put things out of the equation. They don't. I don't know. If you're not a numbers person, then ITIS says it as well. Gabriel this season, Saliba is getting a lot of shouts. Deservedly so. I'm not denying of Saliba's greatness. Saliba this season, in my opinion, has been elite. Has been absolute elite. But why is no one talking about Gabriel on the left-hand side? Why is no one talking about Gabriel on the left-hand side? As important as Saliba is for Arsenal, Gabriel is that person for Arsenal as well. Ben White, since coming back from Dubai, he's been playing amazing. Left Kiwo, I don't know how you pronounce his name, by the way. Kio, whatever. He's been good. He's been good as well. Declan Rice has been amazing. Jorginho in that new role has been absolutely good. Erdegaard has been cooking. Bukayo Saka started the season on a slump. He had the GAs, but recently the performances is there. Beside the game against Porto, the game against Porto for me is an absolute... It was horror. It was ridiculous. Such a bad performance. But come on, Ak. This recently, Premier League, he's been scoring. Kai Havertz, the last 4 Premier League games, he scored 4 goals. He scored in 4 Premier Leagues in a row. He never did that with Arsenal. On the left-hand side, Martinelli was cooking before he got injured. Now we've got Trossard, who scored against Porto. I don't get this hate, this narrative about Arsenal being Arsenal. You need to stop thinking of Arsenal as the team they were 4, 5, 6 years ago, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They're not the banter club they know more. Why are people putting Arsenal and Chelsea next to each other? If you want to look at a banter club, Chelsea is the banter club. Manchester United is the banter club. Why are you putting Arsenal in that bracket of Arsenal? They can't do nothing. Why? Well, Arsenal are not that team no more, bro. They're not that. The image of Arsenal needs to be changed, bro. They are one of the best teams in the world. I don't personally understand it. Again, I don't support a British team. Maybe it's because it's the rivals, it's the rival fans hating on rival. Maybe it's because of that. But if you look at the game objectively, with no bias and no agendas and no narrative, stupid narrative, and no one clouding your judgment from social media or anything of that sort, Arsenal is one of the best teams in the world. They are the best team so far in the league, and they are the best defensive team in the world. Come on. So why wouldn't they be Bayern? Every single weakness which I've just said about Bayern, in terms of defensively, in terms of the right-hand side, in terms of the midfield of Kimmich and Goretzka, Arsenal can exploit that. Arsenal can exploit Bayern. We're not talking about 10 years ago Bayern Arsenal matchup. That was a mismatch. Now it favors Arsenal. What is this weird agenda that people have in Arsenal? I don't get it, fam. Well, I don't get it. Maybe it's a British Premier League thing. I don't get it. But if you honestly hate, if you think Arsenal are not great, Arsenal are lucky, Arsenal is going to get destroyed by Bayern, Arsenal is this and that, then there's 3 things. There's 3 things behind your answer. 3 things. You're either biased. You're either hating for the sake of hating, even though you haven't watched Arsenal, but you're believing in the stupid narratives on Twitter, who doesn't even watch football, they watch highlights. You're either deluded, or either just plain and simple, you're just a haywan. So you pick who you want to be. Do you want to be deluded? Do you want to be biased, or do you want to be a haywan? You pick your answer. A, B, C. You pick your answer. What you want to be. Because if you think Arsenal are bad, this and that, this, I don't know, this stigma behind Arsenal, I'm seeing it recently. When they beat Porto and heading into over the past 2 days, heading into this Champions League draw, everyone said, "Oh, give me Arsenal." Madrid fans saying it. Barca fans said it. Barca fans said it. Give me Arsenal. Bayern fans, City fans, come on, like why are we making Arsenal look like Chelsea or United? Bro, they're not on that level, bro. They're not on that level. Put some respect on their name, bro. Put some respect on their name. Like, if you want to say they bottled the league last season, that's fair. You can make a joke of that. Yes, they bottled the league. No debate. I'm not even going to debate with you about it. I'm not even going to argue with you about it. But so what? So what? This season, where people said that are we forgetting one thing? Hold on. Are we forgetting that a lot of people, before the season started, said, "Oh, Arsenal not going to replicate the form from last season. Chelsea's back, United's back, Ange, this and that. Arsenal, they had their chance. They're going to waste it." Then why are they leading the league in March? Why are they still leading the league in March? And if they win every single game, they can win the league. And then the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, move on. I don't get it. Listen, then we've got, who else do we have? The third matchup. Paris Saint-Germain against FC Barcelona. I want to say one thing. And I'll be completely honest. And this is not me hating, by the way. This is not even me hating right now. Paris Saint-Germain, Nasser Khelafi, Kylian Mbappe. How much, did you guys rig this or what? Yo, Nasser, did you make conversation? Did you make phone calls or something? What's going on here? Hey, Nasser, what did you do? Mbappe. Mbappe must have done something. He made some phone calls. Because I can't believe how in the round of 16 they get Real Sociedad, who, to be fair, should have done a much better job. But hey, it is what it is. They get Barcelona. And let's talk about Barcelona. I honestly think this will be such an unfair matchup for both for Barcelona. Such an unfair matchup for Barcelona. Because when you look at Barcelona and when you think of Barcelona and when you watch Barcelona play, there is only one person that can impact the game for Barcelona, and there is a 16-year-old in Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is the difference maker for Barcelona. There is no one else that you look at that team. If you took Lamine Yamal out of that team, you can't look at the Barcelona team and say to yourself, okay, this guy's going to create, this guy's going to do something, this guy is going to make something out of nowhere. They don't have that person no more. They had it in Messi, they had it in Neymar, they had it in Dembouz. Dembouz was that person. But guess what? Now he plays for the other team. And when you look at Barcelona this season, the game against Girona, the game against Real Madrid, the game against Villarreal, where they lost 5-3. So many games this season for Barcelona. When it comes to transition and when it comes to defending on a high line, they do it as bad as a lot of teams around the world. And now you're playing arguably against the best team who can exploit that in Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele. Two players who can do it better than anyone else. Mbappe against Barcelona is a mismatch. He's done it before. Hat-trick at Nou Camp. He's done it before. And when I look at Barcelona, one, I look at Xavi. I don't think Xavi has got the understanding and the awareness to tactically set up his team against Paris Saint-Germain. He's not a tactically astute manager, in my opinion. He was very lucky to even do it against Napoli. Napoli should have won the first game at Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. The second leg, they conceded 2 goals back-to-back stupidly in Furman and Cancelo. Stupidly. They came back 2-1, but then they attacked. They should have equalized. They should have made it 2-2. They should have made it 2-2 before Barca scored the third goal. One person who can do that, in my opinion, when you look at this matchup, there is one X factor for both teams, and I'm looking at, beside the usual names of Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, Cancelo, in my opinion, can do a big difference. Because the only way Barcelona can exploit Paris Saint-Germain is on that left-hand side. The right-hand side is very strong and it's very strong. It's very defensive aware. And having Nuno Mendes and Barcola. His name is Barcola. No, not Barcola. Sorry. I forgot his name. The Brazilian centre-back / left-back who they bought from Brazil in Jan. What's his name? He starts with B. What's his name? Beraldo. Yeah, Beraldo. Every time I watch Beraldo, for me, he's been defensively solid. He's been defensively aware, in my opinion. So that right-hand side, in my opinion, for PSG will be so locked in. It will be so locked in Mendes and Beraldo. And that's where Lamine Yamal is going to be playing. The left-hand side is the problem. Sorry, yeah, the left-hand side. The left-hand side is the problem. Because Hakimi might be missing the first leg, but whoever they put instead of him, the replacement for Hakimi, is going to be a scrub. When they line up in terms of their midfield and their attack, you can exploit that because Dembele is not known to track back every time. Their midfield of having even whether Ugata's going to be playing or Zaire Emery's going to be playing or whether it's going to be Fabio Ruiz and Vitinha, their right-hand side is the only way for Barcelona to exploit. So having Cancelo on the left would be so elite. But for me, the difference maker in this matchup for FC Barcelona is someone that's going to be on the bench. And I think they should start him 100% on the left-hand side. And his name is Joao Felix. Joao Felix can be the difference for Barcelona, especially in this matchup against Paris Saint-Germain. Because Barcelona will make the mistake. I know Xavi. He struggles against in these type of high pressure moments. What I'm expecting him to play is he's going to be playing Furman on the left. He's going to be playing 4 midfielders. So his mindset is, I'm going to be playing, depending on whether everyone's going to be healthy in Frenkie and Pedri. He's going to play Christensen as defensive midfielder, Gundogan and Sergio Roberto. I mean, is Pedri and Frenkie going to be healthy by the time they play? I don't know. Maybe Furman and maybe he's going to play 4 midfielders. When he goes to Parc des Princes, he's going to play 4 midfielders. Whether that's Romeo, whether that's someone else, I don't see Xavi playing 3 midfielders or having someone like Ferran Torres or Rafinha or Joao Felix on the left. 100% he's going to be playing 4 midfielders. Whether Frenkie and Pedro will be back from injury, whether Gavi will make his miraculously recovery and come back from the ACL, he's going to be playing 4 midfielders. But if Xavi wants to win and if Xavi wants to counter, this is going to be a chess move between Enrique and Xavi. It's going to be a chess move. But it depends who's prepared to make the first move with the Queen. Who's prepared to make the first risky move with the Queen? Because the Queen starts at the back. Who's prepared to bring the Queen out first? And if Xavi is prepared to do it by playing 3 forwards and having Joao Felix on the left-hand side, I'm telling you he's going to be the difference. Joao Felix, in my opinion, is so overhated. And at the same time, he's starting to become so underrated, in my opinion. Like, I feel bad for him. This image of him being a shit player, a wasteful player. Come on, man. Honestly, like, it's so like I don't agree with this this myth about Joao Felix. I don't agree with it at all. But listen, let me think what you guys are saying. If you guys want to send any messages, send it over, man. Send it over. Let me see what you guys are saying. If you guys are new, don't forget to like, share. Like it right. Oh, brother, hold on. Why is there over 650 people in here and that's only 296 likes? Well, I like it. Go on. I'm not gonna like let's get to 350, to 400 at least. Go on. I'm not gonna start. I'm telling you. I'll be here. I'm not gonna continue at all. I'll be waiting. So I'll wait for you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. We've got another super chat from Garov Bajaj, my guy. Always a consistent watcher of the show. He said, all right, time for Europa League draw. You know what? F it. Might as well. Might have just put it on, you know what I mean? Whilst we talk about it. Whilst we talk about the Champions League, what else? Hakim is suspended. Yeah, I know. No. I know Hakim is suspended for the first leg. Faysal, you read my super chat. Shake the room, brother. You haven't sent any super chats. I always read super chats. Don't even try it. Like super. Whenever someone sends a super chat, I always read it. So don't even try it. Don't even say that, fam. Facts about Arsenal. Only worrying for us is that we're playing at home first. I agree with that. I do agree with it. But I think mentally, you guys are not. You guys are strong now. I think mentally speaking, you guys are still there. And again, the myth about you guys being this bad team or horror team, I don't understand it at all. But maybe it's just rival fans want to stay rival fans and they want to hate for the sake of hating. But yeah. Xavi will play with 3 forwards like the game against Napoli. I think he should. I think if you guys want to play, I think if you guys want to win that game, Xavi has to play with 3 forwards. I think that's your only way of, in my opinion, of winning that game. But yeah, let's watch the Europa League draw before we, of course, end it. Anyone here? Anyone, if I haven't reacted to your message, if I haven't said anything as of yet, don't forget, just put your messages in there. Where are you watching it? I'm watching it on the YouTube, on the official YouTube stream on TNT. But let me know. Give me, by the way, for everyone here, give me a prediction. Give me who you think. Let me know in the prediction. Let me know down. Let me know your prediction. Thoughts on bro, I sent a super chat. Brother, wallahi you didn't, bro. Don't say wallahi as well. You haven't. Man like Hamid said, Faze bro, Vinny, Jude, Camavinga, Chimeni are all 1 yellow away from suspension. I know. And it's kind of annoying, to be fair. You know what jars me off nowadays is hey, Bilbao legend, baby, Llorente. Man like Llorente, look at him, man. He looks good as well, man. You know what? You know one rule which jars me off, yeah, is that they remove the yellow cards and stuff like that in the semi-final. They should, you know what they should do? They should remove it completely. When you enter the knockout stage, that should be removed straight away. I don't know why they delay it to the semi-finals. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. This guy is adamant. He sent a super chat. Oh shit, my bad, man. I can't lie. Yo, brother, wallah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Impressive performance by Kuparasi. Paris Saint-Germain won't be hard. You know what? Let me chat to you guys about that person. Let me chat to you guys about Kuparasi, yeah? You know what? You know what's mad? Whilst we're watching the stream, yeah. Let's talk about Kuparasi for a second, yeah. You know one thing Barcelona, yeah, they do so well. So well. Better than, in my opinion, better than any team in the world, yeah. Is coming up with players and gems out of absolute nowhere. Because Lamine Yamal did it. That's like I can give you a whole list of players that's done it over the past 10. I can give you 20 players. I can give you 20 players which they've promoted from La Masia. Initially, they looked elite. Initially, they looked amazing. Initially, they looked wow. But of course, after a couple of years, they faded away. The only ones who met the expectations, who delivered, in my opinion, Pedro, Busquets, Thiago, Messi, if you want to consider him La Masia, Gavi so far. Bojan had his moment but dried away a couple years after. Jeffren, you remember that Jeffren brother who scored in the 5-0 Clasico? Mad. Who else? Sergi Sampa, mad thing. Puke, crazy. Christian Tello, who scored. What? Hey. What was that game which Messi assisted? Did Tello score a hat-trick at Barcelona when Messi assisted like 3 or 4 goals of Tello? What game was that? What game? Was that a game or am I bugging? There was one game, Tello, like Messi assisted like 3 or 4 goals. Or am I bugging? Let me see what the chat is saying. Or am I bugging completely? Nah, Europa League has started. AC Roma! Allah! Milan and Roma, first game! Woohoo! Hey! We have got an Italian heavyweight! That's a big result. How isn't Messi La Masia? It was a joke, brother. If you a tweet about it, it's when there was an Arsenal fan that tweet that basically called all Liverpool youngsters not Liverpool academies. Like when they joined at the age of 12, 13, 14, his logic basically said, if you don't join the respective club, the academy, at the age of 4, then you're not considered a youth product from that team. It was so stupid. That's what made the joke. Atlanta, 3 Italian teams. Oh, Liverpool and Atlanta. I can't lie. That's a good matchup for Liverpool. Good. I wanted Sporting to win that game, so I want to see Amorim against Liverpool. But the most important thing is Leverkusen is not against Liverpool. Leverkusen against who? Who's left? Who's left in the? Who's left? You got West Ham. Okay. You know what I want? Give me Leverkusen against West Ham. I want Xabi Alonso in the Premier League. I want to see how it tastes like to go into the Prem. And woohoo! West Ham. Yeah. That's a good one. Give me that. Leverkusen West Ham is going to be a good game. I can't lie, yeah? Europa League, they got some good games in there. Roma, Milan, and West Ham, Leverkusen. They better get this right, yeah? Hey, Europa League, I'm chatting to you guys right now. Who was the last? Benfica against who? Benfica against who? Who's the last team? Benfica against who? Wait. Benfica against Marseille. Right. I can't lie, that's a good game, to be fair. That's a good game. But listen, Europa League, I'm chatting to you guys right now, yeah? You guys, you've got the 6 p.m. kickoffs, you've got the 8 p.m. kickoffs, yeah? I better not see 8 p.m., 2 games, and that's not Liverpool, sorry. Roma, Milan, and West Ham, Leverkusen. I better not see that. Give me one 6 p.m. and one 8 p.m., bro. I don't want to see them both there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the draw. Xabi versus Club in the final. Wait, what? They're doing the same thing. Wait, Xabi versus Club in the final. Wait, that means what? That means they're avoiding each other. Oh, I can't lie. I'll be real. Can I give you my honest opinion here? Let me know what you guys think in the chat, yeah? I honestly think they rigged it because they wanted that matchup towards as a final matchup. That's just what I think. I think they've purposely avoided both teams because that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. That's just my observation. Now you get me. They've purposely avoided both teams. It's so bait. It's so obvious. But I can't lie, it's a perfect script though. It's a perfect... Imagine, yeah? Imagine this, yeah? Imagine this, yeah? One sec. All right, listen. The script is perfect. Like Liverpool, Klopp, it's a perfect script. What's this? Oh, it's such a perfect script. It's such a perfect. Imagine this, yeah. Like Liverpool fans, if that's any Liverpool fans in the chat, yeah. Imagine this, yeah. Imagine this. Imagine a final, Leverkusen, Liverpool. Just imagine this. And imagine Club wins it. And then imagine during that final post-match interview, Xabi announced, I've made my decision and I've had an exceptional time at Leverkusen. We've won the league, something that they've never done in the history. But I've made my next move and I'm joining the Europa League winners, and my former club, Liverpool. Hey. He's doing an Eden Hazard, bro. I'm joining. You know how Eden Hazard tweeted, "I'm joining the Champions League winners." He said, "I'm joining the Liverpool. I'm joining the Europa League winners." Hey, I'm telling you. Imagine that's a script, bro. Because I feel like, hey, I can't lie, they're building the script right now. They are building the script. Because that's no way in hell. I'll be real. That's no way in hell. You're telling me both teams have been avoided. You can't tell me that, man. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me both teams have been avoided like that. Like, purposely. They've purposely been avoided. And they purposely want that matchup in the final. You can tell. You can tell. Like, listen, UEFA did it in the past with Real Madrid and Barcelona and the Clásicos, bro. That's the reason why. Yeah? That's the reason why. From 2010 to 2016 or 17, there was only one El Clásico matchup. Come on. 7 years in a row. 8 years in a row. Only one. Come on, man. We've got a super chat from Gavrov, my brother. As always, appreciate you for the super chat. He said, "Yup, it's going to be Klopp against Xabi final Dublin 2024. Absolutely. But you know what? I think? I'll be real. I don't think it's going to be the final. I feel like Liverpool is the most anticipated final. And it's like when people was praying and hoping Barca and Madrid was getting back then, where Messi and Ronaldo, the Clásico days, Mourinho, Pep, was praying that they would get each other in the final. I think it's going to be another where one team's going to lose in the semis or quarterfinals. Maybe Xabi's going to lose like against West Ham. I don't think it's going to be a final of Xabi and Liverpool. I think it's going to be one of them's going to make it. I don't think both teams are going to make it. My gal Quiteco, another regular watcher of the show, he said, "I love you, bro. No homo." Brother, I love you too, man. Honestly, I love every single person here that's tuned into the stream, that's been watching the channel. Honestly, let me just give that message before I end it, because of course I'm not going to react to the Conference League thing. Let me just give this message quickly to everyone that's been watching the streams, the videos, that's been showing love, whether that's on STS or whether that's on this channel. Honestly, I appreciate every single one of you. Honestly, I see all the love. I see all the love in the comments. A lot of you guys that DM, you sending super chats is amazing as it is. If you have subscribed, then you're part of the family. If you haven't subscribed, then it's fine. I'm not gonna force you to subscribe. It's your preference. But I do appreciate every single one of you who's been showing love, who's been sending messages, who's been watching the streams, who's been a non-watcher since day one, who's been not only watching my channel but even on SDS and showing love in SDS. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you. It's real love. Wallah, it's real love. During this holy month of Ramadan, it's real love, man. It's real love, man. But yeah, let me see. Let me read just a couple of more messages before we call it a day. This international duty is going to change everything. Injuries are bound to happen. I do agree with you. I do agree with you because I fully agree with you because I feel like, listen, am I going to have the same predictions as let's say 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now? Like right now, it's the heat of the moment. It's just watching it. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna analyze it. I'm gonna be strategic about it. But I feel like it's gonna be the same opinions. The only way it's gonna change if, let's say, an opinion, like if an injury comes in out of nowhere from either teams, out of the 8 teams, like if an injury comes in to Jude Bellingham or to Vinicius, God forbid, or to City in Haaland or KDB, or something in Arsenal, or something here, it's gonna change a lot of things. It's gonna change a lot of things. But I feel confident. I feel confident. Why are you trying to speak as a London people accent? I don't get that message at all. Why are you trying to speak as a London person accent? I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I live though. I mean, you tell me where I live, brother. You tell me where I live, bro. Why are you trying to speak as a London person accent? That message made no sense at all. If Salah wins, if Liverpool wins the quadruple, does Salah gets the Ballon d'Or? Do you know who I think will get the Ballon d'Or? Do you know who I think? This is my opinion. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comments, yeah? I think, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I think if Liverpool wins the Premier League, I don't think they're giving the PFA to Salah. I think they will give it to Van Dijk. Let me know what you guys think of that. And again, by the way, it's not, by the way, before people think I'm disrespecting Salah, you guys know how much I love Salah. You guys know how much I talk about Salah. And plus, there's going to be a Salah video on the way. I'm planning to make a Salah video quite soon. I'd say in the next, I think it will be out in a week or 2 weeks. A week from now, 2 weeks from now. But I'm planning to make a Salah video. This is not a disrespect to Salah in any shape, form, way, this and that. The reason why I say I think that they will give it to Van Dijk is because, one, I think the media is giving Van Dijk a bit more credit than they're doing to Salah. The goal against Chelsea in the final is like a cherry on top. The fact that Salah's missed more games than Van Dijk adds to that as well. The fact that when Salah went on for African duties and when he was injured, Liverpool was still winning. That's because of that as well. And then yeah, unless from now till May, I think this is game week 27 or game week 26 or game week 29, whatever. Unless from now till then, Salah goes on a mad run. And when I say mad, I'm talking about hat-tricks. I'm talking about carrying Liverpool. I'm talking about winning goals. I'm winning about clutch performances. I'm talking about every game standout performance. Then I feel like they'll be swayed. I feel like, you know what? Salah's the guy. Because the thing is about the voters. What I've realized about a lot of voters is that they're very recency biased. And whatever someone does at the beginning of the season, 3, 4, 5 months, compared to what someone does the last 3-4 months, they will always edge it to the person who did it towards the end of the season, because because that comes top of their their memory, like that comes first into mind. So that's why if Salah does a madness right now, then they will give it to Salah. But if he doesn't, if he performs the way he's been performing, which isn't bad, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying Van Dijk this season has been so elite, so good, so good. So if you ask me right now, if Liverpool won the league, my PFA goes to Van Dijk. Even if Salah scores a hat-trick next game, or if he wins it against Spurs, or if he goes to Old Trafford and scores 2-3 goals, my PFA goes to Van Dijk for this season. Because this season, he's been the most important Liverpool player. The most important Liverpool player. This question was asked by Sharky in the last Prem roundup. Sharky asked the table and Fuzi, who do you guys think has been the most important player? Fuzi said Salah. I disagree for this season. The era of Klopp, then yeah. This season, it can't be Salah. I'll give you why. I'll tell you why. When you look at Liverpool, you think of 4 important players. You think of 4 players that's made an impact over the past era of Klopp. Alisson, Trent, Salah, Van Dijk. Of course, Sadio was there, but he left. I'm talking about 4 players that did it back then and that's still here now. This season, Trent has been out. Conor Bradrish come in, done a job. Liverpool is still winning. Alisson went out with an injury. Kelleher came in, did his job. Man of the match against Chelsea, did his thing. Salah, AFCON duties, injured. The person who stepped in, Harvey Elliott, Diaz playing on the right-hand side. Gakpo was doing it. They changed the formation. Liverpool was still winning. Take Van Dijk out. Take Van Dijk out from this Liverpool team. A partnership with Kwanzaa and Konate is not doing the job. It's not doing the job. I know it's if, buts, and maybes right now, but I'm just predicting. I'm just reading into it. Kwanzaa and Konate is not doing the job. They're not stopping with Van Dijk. With Van Dijk, yeah. And this is what I don't understand with Van Dijk. Van Dijk does a lot of things behind the scenes and which doesn't show up in the stat sheet. And that's why, in my opinion, his leadership role and why he's so crucial for this Liverpool, it doesn't get a lot of respect, in my opinion. It doesn't get respected enough. So that's why, if you take him out from this Liverpool team, Liverpool will be shattered. They'll be shattered, bro. They'll be finished. That's the reason why. I'm gonna give you a reason. Liverpool, with Klopp and with Van Dijk, for the past 6 years, they've only had one bad season. They've finished second. More than once. They've won the league. But the one bad season which they've had is the exact same year and the same season that Van Dijk was having a below par performance. Salah was consistent throughout every single campaign. 2020, 20 goals every single campaign. Alisson, Trent, inconsistencies, yeah. But the one season that Van Dijk wasn't performing at the peak of his powers, he was giving us, oh shit, is Van Dijk finished? Post-injury Van Dijk, this and that. Liverpool was affected, bro. Liverpool can't replace Van Dijk. They can't replace Van Dijk. That's just my opinion. If you agree, if you disagree, it's fine. Facts. I agree with the last comment that Mr. Ice Surfer said. Henderson handed Van Dijk the trash. I do agree with that. Because I feel like a lot of people, they look at Liverpool last season and they blame it on a lot of individuals, but they don't understand that last season, the reason why they fell off last season, the reason why they weren't as effective last season, 2-3 players regressed and their quality and their performance dropped so bad that the difference in quality was so bad, it impacted the whole team. Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago got injured, Milner. Last season, Liverpool midfield was so shocking, it was so horrific that impacted the whole season. You can't win without a great midfield. If you look at the last Premier League winners, the last Champions League winners over the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years, tell me a midfield that didn't have a great midfield and midfield that was regarded as a great midfield. Even Leicester. When Leicester won the league, they surprised Leicester. Bro, they had Kante, PFA, Drinkwater was decent as well there. Was decent there as well. Like, people forget that a midfield is so crucial for every and it's common sense. It's common sense. So when you have the person who was your six, the person who was your defensive midfielder, the stabilizer, the anchor in that defense and that midfield, when he becomes shit, then you can't expect the defense to carry that burden. When Henderson, the captain of the team, becomes a liability, how do you think that impacts the team? So that's why Liverpool last season, that's the reason. There's a lot of reason why they played bad, and I don't think their blame should go to Van Dijk specifically, because a lot of people did that. Oh, Van Dijk was so bad that's because Liverpool was bad. That's just lazy. Van Dijk was bad because he was put in a position to be bad. And he wasn't bad, but hey. I'm going to read a couple more chats before I call it an absolute day with this beautiful stream. Actually, you know what? Let's take it to 2 minutes. I'll take this stream to 2 minutes before we end it. If you guys are kind enough to do this to me, with 13 minutes remaining to the end of the stream, can we get this stream to 500 likes? We are currently on 390 likes. Can we all get it to 500 likes? If you guys have appreciated the stream, if you guys have loved the fact that I've done it, and if you want more streams, not just necessarily watch-alongs, but if you want more streams where I bring different people on after a specific game week, just to react to it, just to do anything, I'll do it more often. But let me see if you guys are appreciating and showing the love. If you guys are not, then I know where you stand. Then I know where you stand. I know where you stand. Barcelona could beat the current Paris team, and after that, Barcelona can easily beat Dortmund or Atleti. I feel like the draw is kind of favourable for you for Barca, but at the same time, beating PSG, I don't think you guys are gonna do it because I'll be real, brother. PSG, they can hurt you in so many ways, and I can't say the same about Barca hurting PSG in as many ways as PSG can hurt you guys. So yeah. What do you think of Atletico's chances to win the Champions League? I feel like this is the best chance for Diego Simeone. I feel like I honestly think he's handed the best possible draw, and I feel like it's now or never for Simeone to win it with Atleti, because Dortmund, he can win that with ease. Then you've got PSG or Barca, who I think you might be the underdogs in terms of what people, the media and the pundits think, because Atleti is not as big as, name-wise, they're not as big as PSG or Barca. But in my opinion, whoever Atleti face out of both PSG and Barca, I think Atleti will be the favourite, in my opinion, in my personal opinion. So I feel like this is the perfect chance for him to go to the final. It's designed for him to go to the final. It's handed to him. So let's see if he can actually do it. Let's see. Mbappe. Mbappe to become a Madrid legend before joining by beating Barcelona. You think Nuno has a shout for player of the tournament? I think he does have a shout to become. By the way, when is the Conference League draw? Because I might as well just slap that in the background as well before before we end it, because I'm gonna end it. Conference League draw. Is that going to be on as well, Anna? I don't think it will be. I'm gonna end it when it hits 2 hours. I'm gonna end it at the 2 hour mark. Yeah, Conference League draw. It starts when? It starts in 22 minutes. Yeah, long, man. Yeah, I like that. Man said 22 minutes. Yeah, that's too long. Let me read a couple more chats before we end it. Can you predict the fast UCL draw, Mr. Peter Chapman? Don't worry, brother. I've got a video dropping out literally in the next 15, 20, 30 minutes, just a summary of my Champions League thoughts of all matchups. So you can watch that instead. City are not as good as last season. We can catch on the break. Vinny matchup with Kyle Walker and Tchouaméni is key. I agree with you completely, 100%. Dipesh, completely correct. What else do we have? What do you think of Uzi's? Huh? Let me ask you guys before the last 9 minutes. Love, bro. Love from Sweden. I love you too, broski. I love you too. The last 9 minutes, yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys 3 questions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's gonna be 3 questions. It's not gonna be the standard questions. It's gonna be different questions. Let me know your answer. Sorry if I missed this. Just coming in. Are you worried about City again? Bro, don't worry, bro. I've got a video coming out literally in the next 5-10 minutes. A summary of what I was saying. All of this. So don't worry. Just watch the video instead. Okay, the 3 questions are. The first question: If Real Madrid wins the Champions League, and if Brazil wins the Copa America, and if England wins the Euros, who do you think they will give the Ballon d'Or? Vinicius or Jude Bellingham? Put it down in the comments. I think half of you guys, I agree with half of you guys. The ones who said Jude, I think it's going to be Jude. One, because the PR in England is insane. Like, they've got the craziest of PRs. Their PRs reaches another level, another scope. It's mad. Like, the English PR is mad. So I think they will give it to Jude, even though if Vinny deserves it. I think Vinny will be the better player from now on. He's been the better player since this year, 2024. Jude was the best player last year. But if Vinny continues his performance, I still don't think they will give it to him. I think they will give it to Jude. They'll give it to Jude. Even if Vinny scores a hat-trick in the final, I still think Jude will win it. Just because of the PR. I'm not saying Jude is bad, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I just think the English PR, it edges it to Jude. The second question. Someone said as well. Mr. Nonama. They said Jude, they always favors Euros over Copa Americas. I mean, not if your name is Leo Messi. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Hey, who said that, man? Hey, who said that, man? Accusations. Listen. The second question. If Pep wins the Champions League back to back, and if he wins the treble back to back, is this the greatest achievement by a team in the history of this sport? Back-to-back three-peats. Is this the greatest achievements in the history? Better than three-peat Madrid, Invincibles, Leicester, this and that. Is this the greatest achievement in the history of the game? Real Madrid, the only thing could be messy if they do it a third time. If they're both Prem in the UCL. Yeah. I'll be real. You guys know I'm not the greatest of supporters and fans and admirers of Manchester City. But I can't lie. Winning a treble is so hard. Winning back-to-back trebles is a mad thing. I know Madrid won the three-peat. I know Madrid in the 50s. Someone in the chat said Madrid in the 50s, they won it 5 times in a row. I know. Like the Milan, their golden eras. It's mad. But fam, you need to deep it. There hasn't been a lot of teams that's won a treble. And there hasn't been a lot of teams that won back-to-back Champions League. Only one team has done it in Real Madrid. So imagine if you combine a treble and a back-to-back with each other. You know how mad that is, bro? For me, that you can't disregard that. You can't downplay it. You can't say, oh, but this is better. Yes, 3P sounds better because it's a 3P better than 2. Because back-to-back trebles it's back-to-back. 3P sounds better because it's 3. But Madrid did it, and they only won 1 league title. And no Copa del Rey. Barca, like, if City do it, they've won back-to-back FA Cups, back-to-back Prems, and back-to-back Champions Leagues. Come on, bro. That for me is the great, it's for me is the greatest, that'll be the greatest achievement ever, in my opinion. And that might be the last time I ever compliment City, so... But again, it's just ifs, buts, and maybes right now. It's just ifs, buts, and maybes. And the last question of the war before we end the stream. This one, I can't lie. This one is a techie one. Kylian Mbappe. Come on, like you know how to mention Mbappe's name in the stream. You know how to mention his name, Mbappe. If he wins the Champions League with Paris Saint-Germain, and if he beats Real Madrid in the final, should he join Real Madrid next summer? Don't give me a fan opinion. Put yourself in Mbappe's position. Imagine that you're Mbappe and you beat Real Madrid, the team that want you, in the final. Do you want to join them next season? Put yourself in Mbappe's position. What would you do? Because my answer's clear. My answer's not gonna please a lot of people. Don't throw us a dilemma. Brother, it's a question, bro. It's just a question. And one person to end it said it so perfectly. He said it so perfectly. And that is Mr. Aravimf _99. He said, yes, 100%. Best way to possible leave PSG. Start a new era with the biggest club in the world. Leaves as a hero after they win. And you're spot on. And let me just add to that quickly. You leave the team that beat that team to join that team. You leave that team to be. You leave the team that's beating the team, and you join that team. Bars? I mean, is that? I mean, like, should we consider that bars, or is it just bad? You leave the team that. Well, I've got no. Long. Exactly. If that happens, mental. But yeah. Anyone that has been watching it since the moment that this stream started, shout out to everyone. Shout out. You've been here for the past 2 hours. If you have joined the stream late and if you haven't caught my reaction to Real Madrid and Manchester City or the other 2 games, I will be reacting to it. I've got a video coming out quite soon. In the next half an hour, which is a summary of the stream, summary of what I said. I've got a couple of videos coming up as well. My prediction of who wins the whole things. I've also got a Mo Salah video as well. I've got a Mo Salah video coming out quite soon. And I've got a video coming up about Xabi Alonso, where I think he should go next, because there's 4 options for him. 4 options in Liverpool, Bayern, Real Madrid, and staying in Liverpool. I've got a video about that as well. But yeah, man, listen. If you guys have enjoyed it, let me know. Let me know your feedback in the comments before I go. I fixed it. I hope there's been no lags. I hope that there has been any sound issues or anything of that complications. If you guys have enjoyed it, then I appreciate every single one that's tuned in. Don't forget to like it. You guys can still watch the stream. I mean, when I end it, you guys can still go back and watch it the past 2 hours if you want. And if you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe. It does help me. Subscribing doesn't impact you guys. It doesn't affect you guys because it's just a free button. If you guys have an account, then all you have to do is just subscribe. But it does help me. So I do appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and show some love. If you don't want to show some love, then it's fine. I'm not going to force you. It's Ramadan. Just make sure Allah's watching. And I'm asking you to subscribe. And if you don't do it during the month of Ramadan, then are you a great person? I'm joking. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. But yeah, man. Hey, everyone. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate every single one. Like I said, who's been here, man. It's been nice, you know. It's been nice. Hold on. I never knew you could put that. Hold on. Go to the channel. Oh, you can't. Oh, my bad. I thought you could do that still. But no, you can't. But yeah, man. I appreciate you. Love all of you. If you celebrate Ramadan, then Ramadan Kareem. I hope this Ramadan it goes as blessing, as holy, and as smooth as possible. If you don't celebrate Ramadan, then I do advise you just to fast for 1 day, just to see how it feels, just to see how we feel and how we do it. But if you don't want to do it, then it's perfectly fine. But anyway, love for everyone. And I will see you very, very soon. Peace.